Kalt.
Oh, she gonna find that dead dog. That dog's gonna be deader than a doorknob.
Kalt.
What? Why is he looking at the camera? Did we just fourth wall break? Did we just fourth wall break, guys?
Kalt.
What the hell? How did I get out of here?
Wärmer, wärmer, heiß.
The scene you just saw is from an Austrian psychological horror film titled Funny Games. It's written, directed, and released in 1997 by Michael Haneke and is about two young men named Peter and Paul who hold a family hostage and torture them in sadistic games in their little family vacation home. Much like visiting the in-laws for a weekend, am I right? So one thing that I love doing when I'm watching movies, especially horror movies from the 80s, is I love to put myself in the viewer's shoes at the time. And this movie was made in 1997. So what other movies were coming out in 1997? We got Titanic, we got Austin Powers, we got Men in Black, we got Hercules, and so much more other wholesome bangers. I mean, the peak scary movie at the time was Scream 2. And the world hadn't seen the likes of movies like Saw and The Human Centipede, classic. So sadistic torture porn movies wasn't really a thing back then. I mean, literally just the other day, I watched the movie Terrifier, which had this controversial scene in it. You know what I said after I saw that scene?
Noise.
That just goes to show how desensitized we are as a culture to violence in media, which is exactly what Michael Haneke was trying to convey back in 1997 with his groundbreaking, fourth wall breaking film Funny Games. This movie is riddled with little nods and blurs the line between fiction and reality as time goes on, which, as you saw in the opening scene of this video, is literally the first tasty little lick of whenever Paul breaks the fourth wall. And that was about the 29-minute mark. And in that instance, I literally thought to myself, whoa, I'm not watching something just for the extreme content of it. This became something more in that moment. And as time went on, they went on to saying things like this.
Das geht nicht. Gewettet muss werden. Was meinen Sie? Denken Sie, Sie haben eine Chance zu gewinnen? Sie sind doch auf Ihrer Seite, oder? Also, auf ihn setzen Sie.
Was ist das für eine Wette?
This is because Haneke is not just here to make a crazy movie just for the controversy of it, but offer commentary on the modern consumers of media and cinema. Paul talks to the audience and commentates on the movie as it progresses simultaneously in a very Spaceballs-like fashion, which is my favorite movie of all time.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again. Try here, stop. What the hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie?
Now. You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed then.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
Haneke wanted the audience to feel like they were participants and accomplices to Peter and Paul's sadistic little games. Because you're watching the movie, and as the tortures go on, well, I mean, stop watching the movie, the torture won't happen. Which, as I was watching the film, I certainly did feel like I was in on the game, baby. I got skin in the game, this gang shit. This is the first time in a movie that I actually felt a little disgusted and confused watching. I just saw Terrifier, and I slept easy that night. Now let's see one of my personal favorite scenes that made me feel like I was just not only in the room with the characters, but empathizing with them, and made me think like, what the hell happened? Like, what would I do in this situation? Yo, Paulie, what's up, dude? How's it going on over there, man? What y'all up to in there? Hey, I'm so sorry I'm late to the party, man. You know, I really apologize for that. I really didn't want to like rush anything, but you know how I am. Like whenever I do stuff, it's just like.
Soll ich jemand was mitbringen?
Paulie, that was a gunshot. I think that was a gunshot, Paulie. I don't know if you know this, but you're making a sandwich right now. While there might have been a gunshot. Okay, that's a kerfuffle. Paulie, are you hearing this kerfuffle that's going on in the other room over there? Okay, you're giving me the silent treatment again. Wow. Okay, Paulie, it's 1997, snail mail, take 7 days to like get here, so I'm sorry I didn't wear the exact same button-up t-shirt that you guys were wearing. I didn't know it was a matching outfit, but I'm wearing all white. Okay, this is what we call a toxic friendship.
Hast du kein Gefühl für Timing? Wie spät ist es denn? Kurz vor 12. Das ist mit dem Ball nichts mehr anzufangen.
Hey fam, guess who made Sam?
Besten Dank für den Driver. Ich stecke draußen ins Setz.
In this scene, you just sit with it, and 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 sit with it. Sorry, it's not lore accurate. Haven't been invented yet. It's 1997. You'll find out about those later. If you have eggs, I can make some breakfast sandwiches or something. Like I dropped the sandwiches earlier. Oh. If you just like got it. You're going to jail because the police are going to find you and they're going to arrest you for being a part. That scene had me shook. The amount of time we were with the family just staring back and forth between the body and the shotgun-ridden. I mean, the kid's head was blasted off. Like, they did not shy away from showing that. They were like, nah, we're gonna keep that in. No censorship in this bitch. I mean, the amount of time we sat on screen was like, what? I cut that scene down too, by the way, by like another 2 minutes of us sitting there with complete and utter silence with the lady. I mean, this is the genius that is this film. We feel and we empathize and we imagine ourselves in the scenario, then we just think about ourselves where we are physically in the room while we are watching this movie, just thinking to myself, dang, what if she was right here, right in front of me? I mean, just 10 minutes ago, we were rooting for the kid who just got the shotgun thinking, click, boom, he was gonna get away with it because that's what's supposed to happen in movies, right? That's supposed to happen.
Du musst schon abdrücken.
I mean, if this movie came out in 2009 and it was really self-aware,
what you say, that you only meant well, cause you did, what you say, that you only...
Hanik wanted to comment on the glorification of violence in media and really make us think about how we consume violence and why we have become so immune to it. And honestly, I can't think of a better way to put this type of commentary in film than to just straight up fourth wall break and just destroy all the traditional notions of what is supposed to happen in filmmaking and storytelling. Really give it to the audience. Really tell them, hey, this is what's supposed to happen at this 90-minute mark, homie. And don't even get me started on the forced undressing scene. The cinematography behind that was so just intimate close-ups the entire time on every character and tremendously unnerving to watch. Because as an audience, we know what's gonna happen whenever there is a forced undressing scene. I mean, we've seen movies like The Last House on the Left, and well, we were just kind of like, ooh, it rhymes with grape. It's about to happen. But guess what? Hanik didn't want that to happen. He subverted our expectations. See Game of Thrones Season 8? This is how you're supposed to do it, not like this. Good Lord, I never really recovered from that. I need to see a therapist. So what were your thoughts on the film? Did you feel like you were in on the crimes of Peter and Paul? Or not? Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay?
What you say? Oh, that
Chico, go.